What up, what up, what up? How you doing? How you feeling? So, this is a compare and contrast video. And I know a lot of people always say, you shouldn't base your life or your relationship off of what other people are doing or saying or what you see on social media. And I feel like that's a 50-50 situation, because there are general things that people do in their lives and general things that people do in their relationships. Now, you shouldn't be 100% basing your life off of what somebody else is doing or not doing. You shouldn't 100% base your life off of social media, right? Like, I get that point. However, sometimes comparing and contrasting will help you realize what you're lacking or what you're doing well at, okay? And this is my thing, and I'm just gonna be honest. I've noticed that, in my opinion, people who are manipulative, using folks, abusive, doing stuff that's wrong, essentially, are the main ones that will talk about, social media is ruining relationships, when, let's just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Can it ruin relationships? Yes. But is that the sole reason why the relationship is being ruined? No. Let's just keep it real. So in this situation, I'm just, I'm transparent. So me and another one of my friends, we both met people last year during the same time, essentially, July of 2022. And when you look at the trajectory between what I ended up dealing with versus what my friend has, it's like night and day, okay? And what's odd is the person that I was getting to know literally would, basically, which is another reason why you have to pay attention to what breadcrumbing is, what gaslighting is, what manipulation is, and what, leading people on is all about. So when I look at my friend and their relationship and how things played out for them, please understand there's no such thing as perfect. They have their ups and downs. They have their problems. Everybody has that in their lives, in relationships. None of this is new, right? We're not saying that everything is going to be perfect. But when two people or whoever's because there could be multiple people, who's ever in the relationship, if they all want to truly be with each other and work together to make that a reality, they're going to do what is necessary to make that happen. So the person that I was dealing with really was going to make it seem like I was wrong or I'm asking for too much for wanting to go on dates. Meanwhile, I look at my friend who met a person July of last year as well. They go on dates all the time. They're not sitting up here having conversations around if they're going on a date or not. They just go on dates with their person, with their partner. You know what I'm saying? They go out to eat. They go to the movies. They go to special events together. They go, to Detroit, wherever. They have a good time with each other and they just spend time together and they're around each other. And, and what also, they don't have a problem with acknowledging that they're in a relationship with their person. Meanwhile, look at my situation. Let's laugh. Look at my situation. Here it is. I was talking to this person, dealing with this person for 14 months, and this person refused to acknowledge if we were in a relationship or not. Couldn't even say that this person was my boyfriend or partner. We don't have no pictures at all. This person refused to take pictures, and I had got to the point where, like, okay, well, I'm not going to ask you to take pictures if that's not what you want to do. But in my experience, a lot of times when people don't want to take pictures and they don't want to be, calling what y'all have a relationship is because they don't want you. Okay? They don't want you. They don't like you. You're a placeholder. And 9 times out of 10, they are hiding you. There's some secretive shit going on that you are not aware of. Because very rarely is somebody just that anti social media. And then this is what doesn't make sense. If you don't like social media, then why are you taking pictures and posting them on social media? You don't like social media, why are you always on Instagram and Facebook? None of that makes any real sense. And even if that is true, if that's not what you want for yourself, you do not have to stick around dealing with that. Because again, your needs also need to be met. I think that's something that a lot of us keep struggling to meet. We do not have to put up with stuff that we do not like and we do not want. Okay? We put ourselves in these situations to get played. And people need to start, we have to be honest with ourselves. You basically wanted me to be a secret. You don't want to take pictures. And then this is what also doesn't make sense. This person will sit up and say stuff like, well, I'm not really on social media like that. I don't want people in my business and I don't think it's necessary, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, they have pictures on their freaking social media with their ex still on their social media. They have pictures of their ex in the house on the damn refrigerator. But meanwhile, we could never take pictures. So, it's the gaslighting and the manipulation for me. And it's like you realize how dumb you look when you sit down and realize like you allowed this person to play in your face. You feel me? But again, it's life, right? And I went along with it. So I'm taking full accountability on this as well. But it's just wild. I went along with this BS for so long. And again, you want to have sex, you want to cuddle, you want to spend time together. And this person would always say, I appreciate you, spending time with me. Again, you want to do all of these relationship activities without the actual relationship. I am not about to be your placeholder. I am not about to be a lost puppy following after you. I deserve to have my needs met, and you're not finna sit up here and gaslight and manipulate and try to make me feel bad for wanting my needs to be met. Again, I am so used to, and I feel like a lot of trans men, trans women, trans people can sadly relate to this, where we're constantly basically a secret. People are ashamed to be in relationships with us, ashamed to be seen in public with us, don't really want, you know what I'm saying? You're just, and it's sad, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I look at my friend and they're in a whole relationship. They're able to take pictures together, hang out with together, acknowledge that they are in a relationship. And then I'm sitting over here he's my friend. I don't know if we're friends. I don't know if we're together. It's just nothing but confusion, draining, drama, and it's just mind games. And it really did just damper my mood and just made me feel used. And now I'm just I have to get back to pouring back into myself, because I had spent so much time putting a lot of emphasis into this situationship, because that's exactly what it was. And again, you don't want to take pictures. You're keeping me hidden. Meanwhile, you got pictures of your ex all on your Instagram. Make it make sense, y'all. And again, this person also would be like, well, I don't, when you make your videos, blah, blah. Yeah, because you don't want to be called out on your bullshit. You want to continue to make it seem like you're some good person when you're not. You want to make it seem like you're not taking advantage of somebody when you are. Again, of course you don't want somebody to tell the truth, because you would have to face reality. You're not a good person, bro. Everything that you complained about your previous ex doing to you is exactly what you were doing to me the entire 14 months. And again, this is a red flag. And I'm going to keep saying is, when you meet somebody and all they do is basically complain about their exes and talk about how bad all of their previous relationships were, that's the red flag that this person is not a healthy person to be trying to waste your time with. I should have been looking at that like, and then like I said, all of your friends somehow are also not good people, or they don't treat you right, they're mean, blah, blah, blah. It's always something. And I'm just sitting here like, the red flags were always there, and me being a people pleaser, me not having boundaries, me not really having standards, and basically going with the flow, which is another red flag. Don't do the go with the flow. If you know that you're looking for something real, do not waste your time going with the flow. If you know the minute you meet somebody and they're already telling you all of these horrible relationship stories, that's a red flag. Because literally everything that he was complaining about with this other person is exactly what he was doing to me the entire 14 months. And now I'm just sitting here like, wow. And I know I am not wrong for wanting to be loved publicly and out loud. I'm not wrong for wanting to be in a relationship after 14 months. Why are we still in the talking stage? Why are we still, like, all of this is just BS. The more and more I sit down and look back at shit, like, I be wasting my own time, and I can't get mad at nobody but me, you know, but myself. So it's just another, you know, it's definitely another learning experience. Does it hurt? Yes, it does, because you be sitting up thinking that, you know, you're gonna finally have somebody that loves you and wants you and cares about you, and then only to find out that, you know, you're just a pussy with a beard, essentially. Because that's, I'm sorry, but that's how a lot of trans men are treated by cis gay bi men. You know, we're literally just treated as the bonus hole boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not really viewed as being in a real, at least for me, I'm just viewed as somebody that you can fuck, but never somebody that you actually want to build with or be in a relationship with. And it's just, I'm tired. That's just the best way to put it. I'm tired, and I just want to focus on myself now, completely. Like, I'm not doing any more dating for a while because I need to just really heal and focus on me right now. And I'm not doing hookup culture anymore either, because again, I want more than just being somebody's booty call sneaky link. And then also I can masturbate and self-please myself anyway, so it doesn't really make sense for me to be participating and giving my body and time and energy to somebody that's taking it for granted. So yeah, it's just wild. When you look at your other, you need to compare and contrast sometimes. You need to really and have these conversations, because honey, you're probably being used. You're probably somebody's placeholder. You know, you're probably just that. So I'm good, and I'm moving forward with my life.